Alrighty guys, how are you doing? Oh, wait 1 sec, where'd I put my phone? Oh my god though, it is. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to this weather over here, but it went from like really chilly, like it was like a really chilly like June for the first like week. I'm like, wow, is it really June? It doesn't feel like it. And then bam! Bam! It's like in the 30s now in Celsius, and it's just like, oh my goodness. But let me catch up. Oh, we got quite a lot of people in here today. Hey, what's up, Sucker Jazz first? The pink stuff says, hey, coffee, guess what? Ooh, what? And you was Arkarika, yeah, Tarika, I hope I'm saying your name right. How you guys? Yo, what's up, Little Lemon Seed? But I went to the OP shop and found a 4-pack knit loom set of wool and pom-pom makers. Whoa, for only $8 Australian dollars. Now I can knit loom because it's similar to loom bands. Ooh, especially for like only $8. Like that sounds actually like a pretty good deal. Especially with how expensive stuff's been lately. Alright, so without the pom-pom makers at the craft store are, whoa, 28? Whoa, so like did you get it on sale? Dang. See, I'm not sure about the conversion rate, but it sounds like a lot of stuff for a pretty decent price. Yeah, I would feel like, even if Australian dollar is like different to US dollar, like I always say like, right, like 1,000 Korean won is basically Korea, it's like $1. Even though it's like, I think like 70 something cents in the US, but it's like, the value here is $1 basically. So I kind of always think of it like that. Like I'm guessing $1 Canadian is $1 in Canada, right? Like you could probably like buy like chocolate bar or something with that. Well, hopefully. I've been seeing some chocolate bars be like $3. Chocolate's been going up, unfortunately. Yo, what's up, little Cascadia sneaks in. Let's see. Okay, have a good look, Sakura. Right? Like, so I guess they're usually, like you said, right? They're normally 28. Wait, but did you get it also with wool for $8? Because if you did... Oh, so you got it with also the wool. Damn, that's a good steal, honestly. Because, right, you say without the wool, it's like $28, which that sounds a lot like Michael's and Hobby Lobby in America. I'm not sure about Joann's prices. I've never been to a Joann's. As soon as I like move away from my hometown, that's when they open a Joann's. It's almost like Memphis. Like you were waiting for me to leave, weren't you? Just so you could open a Joann's. It'd be like weird. How you guys doing? I got my coffee and oh my god, I'm sweating so much. Like you're gonna be hearing this a lot, guys. You're gonna be hearing the spray, because I have people be like, what's that spraying noise? And it's like I always keep like a nice like little dishcloth by me, and I use it to kind of spritz my hand, because like you know how your hands get kind of sticky like when you crochet a lot, especially in the summertime when it gets like sweaty. That's what that's for. Yo, what's up, Leprechaun girl? How you been doing? Oh, I've been up all night. I wish summer was here. Oh, you can take it. You can take it. It like snuck up on us. Like it was so leprechaun. It was so weird, Leprechaun girl. Like it was like 17 Celsius, which is like pretty much spring weather, right? Like Feels good, but a little chilly, especially at night. Like at night, it'd be like 17. I think it was like barely 20, I think, throughout the day. For the most part, for most of like April, May, and June. Like May, this was a chilly May, actually, surprisingly. Because like last May was very hot. But then just bam, this week it went from 17 Celsius to 31. It's, let me see what it is now. I think it was 31 earlier. Yeah, it's still, look at that, it's 31, and it's gonna be nothing but, I think, like, sun. It's like, oh, no rain in sight, man. And what's our humidity? Okay, it's only 46, so I guess that's good. It gets into the 80s and even sometimes into the 90s, like around probably next month when it starts raining. Ooh, really? It's like, that's only like $5.32? Damn. I feel like that's even more still if like an American came over with their money, because like I know like probably it's still like $8 to you, because like I always think like, sure, some things are like cheaper if I buy it with US dollars in Korea, but it's actually just as expensive for like the Korean people here because they're making it with the Korean wage, because like Korean salaries and businesses are a lot lower than what you would normally see in America, right? That's because some things over here are cheaper. Which is weird because cost of living is still quite high in Korea, but not for rent exactly. It's not because of the rent, it's because of the deposit. Because our rent, I think, is like $250 for this 2-bedroom apartment. But, take in mind, our deposit was $50,000. Let that sink in. Oh, you're supposed to pick? Wait, let me go see. Yeah, that's the big problem. That's actually why, because like, who got 50 grand on them? And like, it used to be like, I heard it was like 10,000. I thought it was crazy when I was hearing about it just being 10,000. But oh my goodness, though, like, I didn't know, because this is like an old apartment. We ain't in no special, fancy schmancy apartment. We're like an older apartment, actually. Damn, that's a steal. Look at all that. Only for like $8, or I guess even like cheaper, like, right? Like you said, like not even $5.50, like $5.32. That is a steal. Look at all that. Ooh, but what you plan to make with it though? You're like, little Cascade, why is it so high? So the idea behind it is, so I guess it's like if you were to lose your job, basically, you can afford to live in that apartment for 2 years, technically rent-free, because they take it from the deposit, just to promise you don't get that back. Now, here's the thing, though. Usually you get that, they call it key money. We'll get that 50 grand back when we move, as long as, like, nothing got too broken up in here. Like, not much will be taken out for, like, cleaning and repairs, but you get it back. So, usually it's, like, a wedding gift. Like, usually the parents will provide, like, both sides will provide a lot of money, so that combined together, the couple has, like, key money. That's why a lot of, people in their 30s still live with their parents if they're not married yet, because there's like kind of almost no point. You can't live in a villa though, so a lot of people now I think are just gonna like live alone. That's why a lot of people are not getting married anymore. They're just like, frick it, I'm gonna go live alone, live in a villa apartment. Actually, I kind of preferred our last villa apartment. It was nice, but apparently it's like a stigma against villa apartments. Like if you're a kid and another kid lives in like an apartment complex, the parents will be like, don't play with the villa kid, they're poor. Like, it's so wacko. Like, I'm not every Korean person thinks like that, but apparently some people like on the high end think like, and it's crazy. So that's why a lot of parents try to live in an apartment complex, even though it's so expensive. All right, you can take the rain, please. Well, actually, we're about to get the rain. If you know Korean weather, next month, or actually at the end of this month, it's gonna start. Jangmacheol is coming. Oh, it's kind of like, you know, like the winter's coming. But for us, it's Jangma's coming. Oh, all the rain, the thundering and lightning. I actually love it if I don't have to go outside. So actually this summer might be fun. Last summer was miserable because I actually had to, for the first time, I actually had to go out during Jangmacheol every day because I was taking the Korean classes. It kind of ruined it for me because usually I get excited when it's Jangmacheol time because I'm like, ooh, it's going to be stormy, it's going to be cozy. You know, and also the mosquitoes kind of go away for a good minute. Like, actually, the mosquitoes kind of disappear for like the majority of summer actually during this period because it's too humid and it's always raining, so they're kind of like, they don't, not as many sneak in. But man, last year when I was taking those classes, I had to leave in the morning, and every time I'd come back, it always rained. Every afternoon it would rain. I remember one time it was like coming back during a hurricane. That's what it felt like. I kept praying not to get struck by lightning. It was, and I would get soaked every darn day. Like my socks and shoes would just be soaked through. It was not fun. I'm like, how do people do this every day? Like, I could not. It's, oh no, I've been crying all night because I made a difficult decision not to be friends with my ex-boyfriend for now. Honestly, that's probably probably a smart decision though. Because usually, I think it always depends on how you broke up with your ex. Because some, to be fair, some exes break up, you know, amicably. You know, it's like different life, especially like I guess for like kids who dated during college and then like after graduation, right? You got someone's going this side of the country for this job, and then the ones, you know, like, and so they just kind of make the decision to like break up. Then I feel like that's probably fine to still be friends with. Like, right, you just had different life goals, but if they were like manipulative, if they were kind of mean to you. Oh, wait, is this the guy you told me about that hit you though? I think that was you, wasn't it? Cause like, ooh, I would stay away from that dude. Right, we'd be doing some micro crochet. We're gonna try to, oops. I need to put my hot glue gun in. I have it unplugged though, so I'm just trying to use one of those like sticky glue dots to kind of keep the roof up. But we're trying to like make this again, but make it like a little bit longer. Because I didn't really write down what I did last time. So I want to maybe make it like this long, so I really want to expand it, but this was like really cute. But I wanted to be able to put more things on it, right? Like I only had barely enough room for these like two little drinks right here. I'm actually wondering now if I could get away with making these a bit smaller, actually. Now that I started getting a little bit better with working with the thread, I wonder if I could, because this was my first time really doing some amigurumi with the thread. The flowers are made with thread as well, but flowers are usually pretty easy in micro crochet because they expand, right? When you make the petal, then as soon as you have one petal done, you got something to kind of hold on to with your fingers. But doing tiny amigurumi, holy smokes, like, there's like nothing to grab onto really. And you're just kind of like squishing, distorting your amigurumi until you finally have enough stitches to where it's long enough. And then you can start stuffing it, but it's like a pain though. And see, oh, I've been making some lucky stars, but got myself addicted. Oh, are those the stars that, you make with paper, I think? And you put them like in the like jar? Those are so cute. I would see, those getting addicted to make. Ooh, gonna bait, bag beanies and bait bags, beanies, and a scarf. I don't know why, that was like almost like a tongue twister for me. We tried out some micro crochet finally, and I've been told that the size of thread I picked is a bit insane. Honestly, I guess like, cause I don't think there's anything thinner basically to work with than a single strand of embroidery floss, really, if you think about it. Like that's like, I think the thinnest you can go. I don't think there's any thinner. Because actually sewing thread is a bit thicker, but I don't really like working with the sewing thread though that much, because sewing thread has like kind of like a coating on it. So like I bet maybe it would kind of work maybe if you're making like a miniature crochet bag for the texture. I think that'd be fine, because like I've seen people make crocheted bags with like rope yarn, so I think for that would be fine. But like for making a flower or making amigurumi, especially amigurumi, is because that coating you could really see in between the stitches no matter how tight you make them. Ooh, using size 80 tatting thread. Ooh, let me see how thin that is. I wonder if they're about the same maybe. I'm like working with, I know they have like the little spools, like those little tiny spools that you can get in the different colors, and I've seen a lot of micro crocheters use that. I just have no idea where to get them, because like I just get all my stuff off the internet. But I really want to go out and pick one though, you know what I mean? It's one thing just to order a bunch of embroidery floss off the internet, like get a pack of like 100, I think I got like 150 colors, which yo, I'm still having to organize those, by the way. I got let's see what's over here. I got like yellows, pinks, and stuff in this one. These are the ones I just haven't gotten to yet. There's so many, and here's all my greens and blues. I still got to go through those. We might actually, I'm thinking maybe for some streams, if I feel like I have nothing planned, I think we'll probably just go to organizing those, because they're kind of like nice, peaceful little streams. Kind of doing that. Let me Google 80 weight tatting thread. Yeah, I think it's actually very similar. Like it's kind of almost the same as working with a single strand of embroidery floss. Yeah, these like little spools. I want to get like a bunch of these, like these little ones. I almost thought about just getting a bunch of the white ones, but I don't know if they're all cotton though, or if they have some polyester ones. Cause I got me a bunch of like polyester white embroidery floss. I get just a bunch because you can like stain it. But I also got some of the color ones because it's kind of hard to stain for like darker, more saturated colors, like red, like a deep red or a deep green. But usually your pastels you can kind of get away with using just the white. Oh, hhtatting.com had them. They're 100% cotton. I know, isn't that weird? Because actually I want to go for the polyester because I can do... Because unfortunately with the cotton I can't do the little flame technique. Though I guess... I don't know. Because maybe with that particular brand, maybe you don't have to. Like maybe the cotton is so... Like, are your edges crisp when you crochet with them? Because I do have some cotton embroidering floss that I got from, to be fair, from Daiso, so it's very cheap. And even when I crochet with it, like the edges are still the littlest bit fuzzy sometimes, and it kind of annoys me. And then I figured out, oh, I just need the polyester one because our Korean Daiso still has some Japanese Daiso brands. So the Japanese Daiso was the cotton stuff, right? But turns out the Korean embroidery floss was polyester. I didn't realize that. I kept thinking like, oh, why is this shinier than this one? And then I read it actually said polyester, but in Korean it was like polyester. And I'm like, oh, so this is made of polyester. And I'm like, wait, is polyester similar to acrylic? And I googled it and it's like, yeah, since it's synthetic. So I'm like, let me try the flame technique, and it works beautifully. Oh, they have tons of colors. Well, how much are they like per thing? That was more my thing, is like the price maybe. I felt like the spools felt a little bit more, I get to be fair, because you're getting like a whole bunch more. Felt more expensive than getting the embroidery floss, because I could get like tons of this, like, because the polyester is actually much cheaper, right? So I can get like tons of it, and it's actually my preferred material, just so I can use the flame with it. But it's even not even just about fuzzies though, actually, because sometimes when I use the flame, I can, if you quickly take like a really soft end, you can kind of shape leaves a little bit, like give them a little bit of form to them, you know what I mean? You can't really do that with the cotton. I mean, you can with starch, but that will use up, you know, your materials over the time, and I like to conserve my starch sometimes. I don't have very much. I only have like 2 bottles, and I gotta make them last me as long as I can. But hey, using a lighter for a couple seconds is like much more free, much less expensive. It tends to keep its shape really well. Like when I would make those cherry blossom earrings, what do you call it? I would like do it to the petals and then kind of take the end of my, I think this hook right here. Let me see. This one has like the roundest end. I would like take it and kind of press into each petal to kind of give it like that kind of curve to it. And they stay like that. It's kind of nice. It kind of just molds it to it. Let me get these, because I don't even know if we'll actually work with this today, because this will be for the roof. But I want to, for like the most part, get the basics of the tiki bars colors ready to go. We'll probably do like the more embellishment last, like with the flowers and the drinks and stuff. We'll probably do that last. Because the big thing is working on the actual body of the tiki bar, like how long I want to make it. I probably need to write, like, doodle out a little bit, like how long I want to make it and try to match that. Wow, that's actually that's more expensive than actually one skein of my milk cotton yarn, because like the milk cotton yarn is 50 grams. I don't know how long it is, but for 50 grams though, it's like $1.50, but the Korean milk cotton brand is like $3.50 for 50 grams for like the same amount. The funny thing is I actually kind of prefer the Chinese brand. The Chinese brand is a little bit softer. But the thing is, the Korean brand does offer some colors that are not available with the Chinese brand one. Even though the Chinese brand one has a very good range of colors, I think they have like 80 something, almost 90. There's some like tri-color ones that I just kind of don't count. So I think it's like 80 something solid colors, and then they got a couple mixed color ones. Vagrant yarns or something. Okay, yeah, it's like 10 grams. Like, dang. It does look nicer from what I've seen. Like, it's very shiny. It's really good for flowers and stuff. Or like, especially if you're making micro crochet jewelry, though, from what I've seen. I'm just hoping to get like a similar effect with the new embroidery floss I got. Because that's another kind of cool thing with the polyester one, is that it's already pretty shiny. And same with acrylic. Once you like do like the little flame technique, it actually gets a teensy bit shinier than it already was. Uh-oh, we got kind of knotted up right here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, crisis averted. I was really worried we were about to cut it off right there. Let's see, oh, they also have 100 weight as well. I think, right, the bigger the number, the thinner it is, right? 100 weight. Actually, maybe 80 is equivalent to 2 strands of embroidery floss, while 100 is maybe 1. Because 1 strand of embroidery floss is so thin. I cannot imagine making anything thinner, actually. Like, it's kind of inconceivable to me. Or incomprehensible. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm broiling. But ooh, what are some things that you plan to make though, with the thread? Whoa, yo, what's going on with my skin? All of a sudden? I know you guys can't really see it. Oh, by the way, I also forgot to tell you guys, I finally did my nails. I don't know if it was very visible, but instead of doing the blue again, because I don't know why, I couldn't get that blue nail polish to work properly on me. It just didn't look right. I guess it's just not my shade, unfortunately. Which sucks because I just bought it too. But I went back to the other. It's the same. It's called Bloom, I think, from Daiso. It's like the 1 minute stuff. It's supposed to be the stuff that can dry really quick. I love like their kind of like dusty rose color. And it's like also more of a see-through color, kind of. Like it's not matte. But I got some glitter. And oh my god, I should have been putting glitter on my nails a long time ago. It's made the process so much easier because if anyone's ever tried doing their nails themselves, they know it sucks when your nail's not fully cured yet and you nick it, or like a hair, even just like the littlest hair or dust gets on there, and then you try to take it off and there's like a little nick, and it's like, or even like a fingerprint or something. I hate when that happens, but actually with the glitter, there's like some mistakes but you can't really see it. I'm like, oh, I should have been using glitter a long time ago. And it kind of looks kind of nice. Like nice and elegant. Get some dark brown. Ah, it is so hot. Actually, let me make sure to remember to hydrate too, honestly. Oh, thank you for the hydrate pink stuff. Get like a double hydrate going on. But hopefully now I can finally start to, what do you call it? Start doing some filming, especially this weekend. I want to start filming some studio vlog stuff. And also I want to start filming how to make all those fruits that we were doing the buttons with. Before I do that though, I want to put them in Discord real quick for people to like pattern test them. Because I actually just had someone earlier today comment on one of my YouTube videos asking, it was like the baby chick pattern, not the tiny one, but this one right here, the bigger one. And it was like for round 2, they're like, how did you get 24? I got like 31. And I was like, what? And it turns out so in my instructions, I always put like single crochet times 1 and then increase, and I put 3 little dots. That's just like that basic, you know, you're evenly increasing throughout the round, right? Like you just repeat that set of stitches however many times that you're increasing. They didn't know that. They thought it was actually do 1 single crochet, then increasing each stitch afterwards, so they ended up with like 31. And I'm like, oh dearie, no, it was supposed to be like that. So I'm like, now I got a complex thinking like, I've seen most patterns written like that though, where they just do the first set and they just say repeat that. But I have like a little page of instructions at the beginning, so I don't know if they missed it, where I explained that the little 3 dots mean to repeat. Unless maybe they thought the repeat was only for the increase part and not the single crochet. Maybe I should start putting in brackets. Hey, what's up, Piglet? How you doing? We're gonna try to start, this will probably be like over the next couple of streams, but I really want to start redesigning my little tiki bar. It's kind of broken though. I need to re-glue this back on. I'm trying to put my glue gun. I haven't really used my glue gun in a while, so I've had it unplugged. I'm using like a little glue dot to kind of keep it in place, but I really want to make it a bit longer. I think I made this one a bit too short. I like the height of it, but I want to make it like the bar part a little bit longer, so there's like more room for drinks and maybe like a potted plant or something. And there's just something cute. I want to be able to like add more stuff to it. And now that I'm better with the thread, because even though the margarita is made with thread entirely, the coconut actually is not. The coconut was actually made with a splitted yarn, so I think this time I'm going to make the coconut pina colada with thread, so that way more things can fit on the bar, so it looks a little bit more busy. Oh, and thank you for the posture check. You guys be catching me shrimping. This poor office chair is like, I think I need to just throw it out. I'm having to use the old one, because our pink gaming chair, well, like both our gaming chairs we just got from like the recycling area of this apartment, like when people throw out furniture. It was still pretty good, but over the 2 years of using it, it finally was kaput earlier this year, so we got rid of the pink one. The black one I have though, I used to use that over here, is now Mr. Coffee uses over there because it's like it's actually kind of better over there because it is kind of big. So I brought back in my old other office chair, but it was like a cheap $30 office chair, and the wheels kept breaking on it for some reason. It is just not very durable. And it's just like, I'm gonna throw it out. I have like a regular wooden chair in the living room. I'm thinking I'm gonna bring it here. And also thrifted. Not even thrifted, like some people try to throw these chairs out, but they didn't put the special furniture sticker thing. You're supposed to like, I think, call this service up and you pay them and they come and put the sticker on, they take it away or something, and they didn't do that. So the people who worked for the apartment, they brought it back up. It must have been someone who lived in our building though, because it was at the bottom of the stairs and it had like a note saying, you must buy the sticker, blah blah blah, like that. And Mr. Coffee's like, hey, let's just take these up, these are nice. They're just some nice chairs. Just the problem is it doesn't really fit here. It's like really dark brown, and this white office chair matches better with my desk, but guess beggars can't be choosers, can they? Because I looked at the price of office chairs on Gmark and I'm like, oh hell no. Just for some simple chairs they want like 70 bucks. And I'm not talking about like a fancy office chair, I'm talking about like those like cheesy, cheaper ones, and I'm like, why are they so expensive now? Okay, I had some paper. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me get the back side for one of them, because I want to draw a little bit. I want to see how big I want to make the tiki bar. I can't really measure it because it's on the little platform thing. Get my little ruler out. Move these to the side, actually. That's the only problem, there's like so many things in the way. Let me move him a little bit. At least to the back, so there's some room for my ruler. Or wait, should I use my graphing paper? Actually, this might be better. Then I don't really need the ruler as much. Really, I'm just gonna crochet the panels and just make them more by stitch count rather than by actual width. You know, like by actual measurements. Because when you sew them, you sew the crochet stitch, so you actually want the stitch count to be exactly the same. So let's see. This is 4 squares. Maybe like this long, I think. That'd be too long. How's that compare to the old one? No, that looks pretty. That looks like about the amount I really wanted to add. So it's 4 by 9 squares. That means for my side, it'll be 4 squares tall, and I'd want to be maybe a bit thicker so there's more room for stuff. I'll just make it like a perfect square, 4 by 4. These will be the side panels, so it'll be like front and back. This will be side. Then bottom will be similar. Actually, I think the bottom probably might be the same as the front and the back, really, now that I think about it. Okay, so I just need to make a little... Oh dear, my poor little guys are getting all pushed to the side. Move them back. Ah, our little barbecue grill. Yeah, we made this last year for Ben and Eve's little gingerbread house that she made for us, and so to bring it to more summertime, I made like a tiny barbecue grill. The problem is that it would not stand properly because I didn't really cut the wires evenly, so I have like little triangle of hot glue to kind of help give it some surface area. Oh, I forgot to put this also. Ah. There you go. This will just be a nice little, be over here, little extra piece of decoration. What's up, Metally? How you doing? We're trying to make the tiki bar again. But this time because I never really, I wrote down just how to make the box last time. That was it. And it was a little bit too small. Like, I like the height, but I want it to be like a bit longer. So there's more room. And also, now that I'm better with the thread, I want to like make some smaller. So this will be like a multi-yarn thickness, kind of like, because I know most patterns try to use like the same yarn thickness throughout the entire pattern, but this one will probably require people to go down. The good thing though is if someone does try to make this with worsted weight, they probably just have to go down to like fingering weight or something. And or if they're lucky, and they have yarn that they can split, they can probably work with like a strand or two of splitted yarn to get the, like the smaller items. But yeah, it will be kind of hard to like scale it down, I think. Like I have no idea if they're making it for worsted weight how that would turn out. Let's see how to make the first panel. I also got to remember to give it a little bit of room. I also think I'm going to do, I think, so I always give it like a single crochet edge when I go back and forth to kind of clean it up. And I'm going to do another one with this color because I did like this embroidery thing, but it took a really long time. I think it'd be a lot easier if like the outer edge is already in this color and then I just have to do a little bit. I don't have to do it as much because I had to like cover up the entire, all the brown on the edge. I think it'd be easier if I gave it a single crochet edge. I gotta keep that in mind. So when I chain this, I don't want it to be chains as long as this because it's gonna be a little bit bigger once we give that like edging. Like 2 different edges will like increase how big the panel will be. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me start with 12 and see how long that is. Okay, 12. It's a little bit too short. Okay. Try 15. Very good. It's not as long as the panel, which means like those little single crochet edge rounds will even it out. So let me add one more. You always want to add one more when you chain. So like the amount of stitches you want to do, add more when you do a chain. So I want to do 15 stitches, so that means I gotta chain 16. Let me write that down before I forget. Round 1 through something. We don't know how many rounds we gotta do yet, but it'll be single crochet. I'm going to the back bumps because it just makes like a cleaner edge, so it makes it easier to do. I'm also not going to chain 1 when I turn my work because that makes cleaner panels. If anyone's ever seen those like cool tutorials on like how to make a straighter edge when you crochet, turns out actually the chaining 1 and turning our work was actually giving us like that kind of bumpy edge. Granted, you do want to bring the loop up a little bit longer though when you turn your work. You don't want it to be too tight because then it'll start to shrink on the edges. But yeah, if you just pull it up a little bit longer than you normally would, you don't gotta do that chain 1 when you turn. I think it's a bit different though, probably for like if you're doing like half double or double crochet. I know at least for double crochet they have like that cool like technique where you like raise your thing up but then you like yarn over and you crochet through it and you like yeah, like that, you make like a double crochet. They got that technique. I don't know what to do for a half double though. I guess maybe you do the same thing for single crochet, I guess. My goodness, it feels like a rice cooker in here. We're gonna probably have to start using the AC sometime soon, but we're trying to wait because it's gonna get real bad in the, you know, like later in the month. We always try to hold out for the first bit of June to try not use the AC because it can get expensive. Oh, almost skipped a stitch. We don't want that. I hate always working the chain though. That's like the hardest part I think with tiny crochet. Trying to work through the chain, especially through the back bump, is always kind of like, it's very slow and painstakingly annoying. Oh, there we go. Let me make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Uh-oh. I don't like how big that stitch is right there. That one's a little bit too loose for my taste. But since I already crocheted through these, they should be easy to go back through, actually. That's usually the hard part, because once you've crocheted through these back bumps and you have to frog your work, trying to go back through them again after you've already crocheted through them, it's easy peasy, honestly. It's that first time going through it's where they're like tight and annoying. Here's up to Nick, how you doing? We needed our AC for like 2 weeks, but lately it's been so cool we haven't needed it. Right, like actually May, and for the first week of June, it was actually really chilly. I was even thinking like the other day, like, dang, it doesn't even feel like June. Like, I don't remember June being this chilly before. But this week, though, it was just like a light switch just flipped this Monday. It went from being 17 Celsius at night to being, I guess it was like 20 Celsius, I guess, during the day. So it was still pretty, like, nice during the day. It wasn't too bad. And it just went straight to 31 Celsius. It just, like, whoop, just sprung forward. Like, it just got so hot so quickly all of a sudden. Thankfully, the humidity is not up too much just yet. It's only at 46%. It's still kind of high. I guess it's, like, still kind of, like, annoying. You know what I mean? But, like, it's gonna get 80% really soon. Usually, it was, like, last year, it was usually like 88% was like the normal number I would like see every day, like 87, 88. Sometimes I would see 89 or 91, like that was a little bit more rare. And that was usually like the day, that would usually be like a very sunny day right after it rained a lot. I think, because that's like during Jangmachol when the monsoon season is in, and we get the rainy season and everything. I gotta memorize this round 2. But oh my goodness, I cannot do errands during the day anymore. It's like, it's too much. I was dying on the way coming home today. Yeah, Mr. Coffee was too, it was like so sad because we went to bed early. We were supposed to go to the gym at 5:30, but he was way too sleepy, and so we're hopefully gonna try tomorrow. And I was actually on one hand, I was like, I kinda need to go Daiso anyway because I forgot to get sour balls last time. And I need to get some cleaning spray and some more food plastic bag thingies. I get more, and then some more hand soap. So I was like, well, actually not so bad. I'll go later. Oh, biggest regret, because it was so hot coming back. It's so, I should have brought an umbrella, honestly. I'm gonna have to like start being like a freaking Ajima, right? Yeah, it is that hot. It's like, and it was like the jump, because usually it kind of gradually, there was like no gradual incline or increase like last year. Last year was like, I think it'd be like during June, it was like 24, 25, maybe 26. And then like near the middle of June, it would get like, you know, 27, 28. And it just went straight from 20 to 31. Like it jumped 11 degrees, which is a lot for Celsius. Like I know it's not a lot for Fahrenheit, but it's a ton for Celsius. So that's like a very big jump. And apparently it's going to be recorded the hottest summer Korea's ever had before or something. And I'm like, oh God, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that at all. Let's see. Oh, we've been going on our evening walks and the sun now sets at midnight? Oh, that's crazy. Our walks are at like 9 p.m. Dang. Oh, I guess to be kind of fair, because in the east, right? We get a super early morning because now it's like bright as shit at 5:30 in the morning. Like even 5 o'clock, the sun's pretty much up. Wait, you know, like that when the dawn starts coming through and it's kind of like blue everywhere, but it's not like bright yet. But you can like see everything. There's just like everything's kind of in a hue of blue. That's at 4:30 now, like that early. So you can see everything outside, and there's like, it's not super dark. That's like 4:30 and 5:30. It looks like it's like 8 a.m. almost. Like that's how bright it is outside. Because in the States, it never got bright even that early. Like, even in the summertime, I think it would be like maybe, like, it would start getting dark at 9, basically, over in the States. But it would, like, be, like, not bright till, like, I think 6:30 or 7 is when it would be finally, like, looks like, but it still looks like morning, like, early morning, you know? But here it looks like just regular morning at 5:30. Like, that's how bright it is. Yo, what's up, Emperor Wolf? How you doing? And welcome on in. We're just doing, we're trying to design again this little tiki bar I made last summer. A little bit broken, but I made it a bit too small. I want to make it a bit longer because there's, you know, you can see like the drinks are kind of crammed on there and I can only have 2. And I also want to try to make the drinks a bit smaller now that I'm getting better working with the crochet thread. I have some embroidery floss that I use. It's a lot thinner than this right here. This is just splitted acrylic, oh yeah, I guess it's a cotton acrylic yarn. It used to be, this brand used to be milk cotton, but they switched it over. This is like worsted weight. Oh. And this is what it looks like before I split it. Like, it's this thick, just regular worsted weight. And I split it, so I work with a single strand. This one gives me 4 strands, but there's another brand, like a Chinese milk cotton brand, that gives me 5 strands that I really like to use as well. Let's see. Oh, so really the sun never seems to fully set. It's always like right before daybreak, even at 3 a.m. Oh, so you're like in that part of the world where you get like the summer sun, right? Like where it's just sunny all the time, basically. Like, oh, I cannot like. The only problem is you get the worst though during winter. You get like polar nights and stuff, where it's like just dark all the time. Oh, have you ever been down to Lapland, Finland during Christmas? Like, oh, I thought they got like the little Santa Claus workshop out there, and like the little reindeer spot where you can like pet and feed the reindeer. Like, oh my god, I want to go there one day. It just looks so Christmassy and magical. And it's just like a white winter wonderland, though. I know I'll be freezing my ass off though. Oh, hey, up, Simon? How you doing? I've never seen such tiny crochet before. Believe me, there's people who have made smaller than me. Like, I am not the first. Like, you can look up Sue Ami, S-U-A-M-I, and she is a crochet artist from Vietnam, I believe, and she makes the tiniest micro crochet. Like, she'll make a whole ass sock monkey that sits on the tip of your finger. Like, they're very tiny. She'll make like little dragons and stuff. And they're very detailed too. Like, usually when I make stuff very, very tiny, they're not that detailed. They kind of look potato quality a little bit. I'm trying to get a bit better. Okay, doing good. Just doing diamond painting at 2 a.m. for some odd reason. Honestly, as an artist, like, that's like the most normal thing for us, actually. Right? Like, can't beat a nice 3 a.m. crochet sesh, can you? Like, we're just like we're just like all night owls practically. Something about the nighttime, we're just like our most active. It's so weird. Which sucks because I try so hard to be a morning person because I actually do love how my desk looks in the morning when the sunlight's coming through. Just the problem is I always want to be up at night or I can't see anything out the window. And not to mention the birds are very active too and I love getting to watch them. But every time I try my hardest to become like an early bird, I switch back to being a night owl again. And of course last night was no exception.
You want to go get some coffee?
I was talking with she's not technically not my niece. She's like my second cousin because she's my cousin's kid. But I always like refer to her as my little nibbling. Also, Emperor Wolf, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Where's Bears? How you doing? We're trying to make the tiki bar again, but this time we're like trying to redesign it. I started last year to try to design it, but I was also taking the Korean classes, so I just got too busy and I just like freehanded the rest of it. I didn't bother writing it down. But we're trying to make it a bit longer. I want to make it maybe this much longer so we can put like more drinks on it. Also, let me give Where's a shout out real quick. I love how your name always makes me think of like Care Bears, but like in werewolf form or something. I don't know why, but it's like when I hear the word werebears, I think like, yeah, like a Halloween spoopy version of Care Bears. I don't know why, just every time that's what my first thought is in my head. I've deep cleaned the pipes in my bathroom at 3 a.m. At least you're having more fun than what I did. Oh, I've done that too, Simon. Like the like middle of the night cleaning session. I usually do that when Mr. Coffee's gone. Oh no, what do you call it? Like a business trip. And I just become super duper nocturnal. Like I'll be like, well, I do not use a vacuum at least. Like I'm not a total asshole, but I do use like the Swiffer mop, and I don't know if the neighbors can hear that, but they can probably hear me going through things. They probably hate me. They probably hate when my husband goes on a business trip because I'm always be doing late nights scrubbing away. I don't know why. Like I think partially it's probably more. It wasn't very common when it was winter, I think, because it was like too chilly at night. But yeah, summertime is kind of when it's finally, it's like just too hot during the day, you know what I mean? I don't know why I can't get through the stitch. This little stitch is being annoying. Let me get a needle. See if I can fix it. Right, you gotta seize when the mood hits. Oh my god, yes. Because if you don't, then you regret it. You're like, oh, I was so motivated earlier, but I didn't take the chance. Or worse, when you're in the middle of being motivated, then it just wears off and you're just stuck with everything out in the open. Like, I remember I was like deep cleaning and trying to reorganize the kitchen, and I just had like some lull moments of where you're just like overwhelmed and you just kind of want to take a break, and it's just like everything out. Like everything has been gutted out from the cabinets. You know, like to organize, I had to like clean the baskets that all the food stuff was organized in. Had to clean the cabinet part inside, and had to what do you call it, clean off like the containers and bags and like throw away stuff that's like expired. And it's just like, I didn't realize how long, it's just like a very long consuming job. Like I thought I'd be able to do it a bit quicker, but no. Yo, that thing is like, that takes like 3 business days to do that kind of job. And we have a small kitchen. I can only imagine if you had like a big kitchen. Oh god, the nightmare. Oh, I'm off, my social battery's dying, so have fun. All right, pink stuff. Have a good chill, because I know the feel where you're just like, you're like social, and then like it's just like, ah shoot, I need some alone time. I don't do very well at family parties. I always try to go hide off in the bathroom whenever I need like some time to myself. And oh my god, my aunt, to this day, she thinks I actually fell asleep on the toilet, and that was just like a little white lie I told her. It's like I was just trying to get away from everybody. To be fair, I really was sleepy, so I was like resting my head on my arm, because she had like her sink was right next to the toilet, so I could like rest my arm on there. And I was just like drained. I was just like, oh. And she accidentally walked in on me, and she thought I was asleep, and I was like, oh yeah, I just fell asleep. Not really. I don't think she knows I streamed, so I don't think she'll ever see this. Hopefully not. Be like, sorry, Aunt Creed, if you see this, my bad. Well, the best is also to like, if like the family gathering, if they have like a dog, I go keep the puppy entertained. And some family members actually love that when you do that, because like especially like family members that don't really like pets or dogs, they kind of hate when the pet comes around and bothers them and stuff. So we actually do them a favor by keeping the pet distracted. Plus, I'm also like one of those adults that I actually prefer to sit at the kids' table. I know like it's seen as like a slight, I guess, if you're still sent to the kids' table, even though you're like in your mid to late 20s, but I'm like, hey, I want to go chill with the kids. It's much more fun over there. Now, granted, of course, it might be a bit different if they're like super little. Then it's probably chaotic over there. But if they're like, you know, like 8, 9, 10, they're actually pretty fun to chill with, you know? And you can just kind of get to be like the fun auntie type. And you don't have to like stay at the grown-ups table and talk about taxes and mortgage rates and health insurance policies, blah, blah. I'm an adult and I don't even like to talk about that shit. I just can't. It bores me to tears. Let's see, I've never really had people over, so I don't have to worry about that. I know, that's like the kind of cool thing I feel like of our generation. It's like, I think one of the reasons why we actually also don't even need super big homes, like, you know, like, I feel like a lot of us are living in smaller homes, is because now that I think about it, we don't really have a lot of people over like how the boomers and Gen X people did, right? Like, they kind of had like two separate living rooms. They had like a living room, then they had a den, which was like the family room. Because the living room was actually meant for like when you had guests over or something. I think in some places they call it like a parlor in some parts of the US, which I still can't get my brain wrapped around that, because when I hear parlor, I think ice cream parlor. I don't think like a living room. But yeah, it's like nowadays it's like that like showmanship of like having your guests coming over and hosting all these like little parties and get-togethers. Like it's just not a thing. And if we do have get-togethers, they're just so much more casual. You know what I mean? They're so much more laid back. So I feel like it's a little bit easier for us. Because my goodness, I can only imagine how frazzled poor housewives back in the day were when they would have like company coming over. My poor mom was a little bit like that too. She's like, we have company coming, we have to deep clean the home. And she'd be like in a frenzy. And usually she's very down to earth and chill, but when company was coming though, we would all get our asses into gear and have to like deep clean the home. It'd be funny too, like the home, it wouldn't be like messy before, but you know, it just looks lived in kind of. But like by the time we were done, it looked all sparkly clean and like super organized. It looked like a completely different place. Oh, right, like if it was just me, I'd dive into the tiny home kind of thing. Right, like I always think, if it weren't for probably Mr. Coffee, or like if something does happen to Mr. Coffee and if I become like a widow or something, I would probably just like live in a really small like 1 to 2 bedroom home. Probably 2 bedroom would be preferable though, because then I could have like a separate like crochet area that's not in my bedroom. But if not, then like a 1 bedroom house or something. I even thought about like, honestly, if I could like afford to buy like a small piece of land and put like maybe a double wide. There's some nice ass manufactured homes these days. I think that's what they call them, right? They're not quite trailers, but it's like kind of similar. They kind of look nice. They're a lot cheaper actually than getting like a regular home, but some of them look really nice. Like they have built-in storage and stuff, like pantries, and they just look really nice. Granted, I don't know what it'd be like to actually live in those kind of homes. Like I don't know how you do with like the heating and plumbing. Like, is it easy to set them up that way? Do you like run into those kind of issues? Hopefully not. But some of them look hella nice. I'm like, oh, I'd do that. Like I would just get me a double wide and just live happily on like a little plot of land, maybe have a garden or something. I'm someone who doesn't really need a lot of space, but it is kind of difficult though when you do live with another person, because you got to think about those person's you know, their things, right, their possessions, and you got to be able to store them. And Korean apartments are just not built for storage. Like they don't really have closets here, and it drives me up the wall. Like, damn it, I want a broom closet I can just throw away all the coats and all the cleaning stuff into. They do have something called a shinbaejang, which is like a closet that's in the like doorway, but it's mostly for shoes though. I don't even put many shoes in there. I put like at the top part I put the shoes, but the rest is all cleaning stuff. Thankfully there is like a longer section. This one, because our shinjang didn't have that in our old apartment. It was all like a little bookshelf kind of thing. But this one actually finally had like a longer standing thing that I could put like the ironing board in there, umbrellas and stuff. But like there's no place to put coats though, and you wouldn't want to put coats in where you know, keep your shoes, right? That's gonna smell. And I wish I had like, because I remember growing up, I had like, even our older, so we lived in an old 3-bedroom home that was like made in the 60s, but they had like they had the closet in the dining room area where you could like put all your coats and boots and stuff, you just keep it out of the way. They had the little cabinet in the bathroom where you could put towels. There's nowhere to put towels in here. I have to buy my own, what do you call it? Gotta buy my own like little containers to put them in, and that takes space because it like takes part of like your space that you have in your room, so it makes the space even smaller when you buy all these containers and stuff. Oh, you're gonna have a hard time with plumbing for sure, depending on what plot of land you place it on. Not all land can get sewage. That's true, because you know, that's like a thing you do gotta worry about. Yeah, those homes are really pretty. When I have an opportunity, I'm gonna buy land and buy a nice home and where the largest rooms are for books and art. Right, like if you're just yourself, or even if you're just with another partner. Because actually, me and Mr. Coffee think, if we ever get enough money, I would really want to build our own home. But you know, you need somewhere to live though while it's being built. And I thought, how nice would that be though? Get the plot of land first. Get like a nice double or triple wide. I don't even think we would need a triple wide, because I think a triple wide is for like a whole family. So like something like a double wide, and then while the home is being built, plus it would kind of be like a bonus, like if my parents ever wanted to come live with us, especially if we have like a nice double wide manufactured home, that could be someplace they could live if they don't want to live in the house with us, if they want more privacy.
So
Oh, Mr. Coffee's here. Yes, hottish crap, isn't it? Ah, summer really came. But I hate winter though, that's the problem. I don't like I will still take summer over winter, but Mr. Coffee hates summer. Okay, so if you're into gardening, you can make a lot of compost instead of getting normal plumbing. Let's see. Oh yeah, my friend's mom's toilet. It's just a huge hole in the ground with a box and a toilet seat on top. So I guess the ground just absorbs everything. I can't remember if my grandmother had, hers was just a 1-bedroom trailer, but it was nice. Like, she made it so cozy. And also my Uncle Timmy built a deck on there for her, so she had like a nice little deck that she could put like her lawn chairs and potted plants, and she had a garden out in the front. And her dog Harley would just kind of like chill up there with her, and it's like, it was so nice. I wish I had pictures of it. My mom probably does somewhere.
You want some?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, and you want to try my lentil curry I made earlier? Yeah, I made some lentil curry today. Hope it tastes okay. I feel like something kept missing, and I realized like, oh yeah, we didn't have tomatoes, so I think that's what's kind of missing from the curry. Also, let me see how big this is. Oh, actually, this might be good, maybe. Hold on. Because you can see, right, like it's not as, doesn't quite fit the box. And we don't want it to, because I'm going to do a couple of single crochet rounds on the edge. Like give it an edge so it's going to really expand the shape. I think we'll stop there. I think that's plenty of rounds. So let me count how many rounds I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double check. Make sure that is 7. Oopsie. But yeah, I thought like those kind of homes would be kind of nice to live in, like while you're slowly getting your house built, especially if you can't like pay for a lot to get done at once. Like you can pay slowly for the home to get built over time while you kind of live in one of these kind of homes on your land. And then it'd be like, even if you don't have anyone else come live with you, it still can be like an extra, like you could turn it into like an extra hobby kind of house, like where it's not like in your home, right? If you already have like a house built on that land, but you still like have the double wide set up, like you can still like keep it for other things. You can keep it for probably for storage and all that stuff, or you can like keep it for extra things to do fun stuff. You can keep it probably for gardening, keep gardening stuff in, and it's probably a little bit safer. Because I know like sheds and stuff can easily get, well, I guess a double wide could still get destroyed in like a really bad storm. But I feel like they'll be a lot more protected than if you had it in like a flimsy little shed, you know what I mean? I think I still might want to keep it as like a little hobby place. I'm gonna chain 1. Then I'm gonna single crochet back in that stitch we just did. And I'm gonna do 2. This is where I gotta be careful because I need to count how many stitches I've done. we gotta play the emotes. There we go. Get the little emotes. Let's see. Probably especially for if I do a video of this, I'm gonna like make like a little graph of this showing like how to do it like visually for those people, because I feel like whenever I try to describe doing like a single crochet edge, it gets so wordy. You know what I mean? It's just so much easier to show it with like those like visual like graph kind of patterns. Then you can just see like where to put the stitches. Because basically what you do is you just so I put only 2 here because like when I come back around I'm gonna put that last third one in there. But I'm just gonna basically single crochet down the edge into these rows, but you put like 3 single crochet in each like corner though. Also let me crochet over this yarn tail. I'm still gonna record where like I just did 6 single crochet there, so that way I can make sure I'm doing the same amount of single crochet on the other edge. There's been times where I've like skipped a stitch because it's a little bit different, right, when you crochet on the edge of your crochet piece. But yeah, I always want to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Okay, oh, that works out. So that was 13. Okay, so theoretically, I should only have to do 6 single crochet before I have to do that last corner. 아주 덥다.
You didn't turn AC on?
Oh, you want me to?
No, I mean, not AC, the fan.
No, because it's too loud if I have it too close, unfortunately.
Turn AC on.
Oh.
Just close the window, okay? I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Let me turn the
Well,
AC.
because while I'm gone, you're not gonna turn the AC on.
Yeah, I always wait till Mr. Coffee's home. Alright, let me close this window up.
Maybe we can grab some coffee?
Do you want to go get some coffee with me?
Oh, right, I'm gonna have it on number, because that means, like, chilly. It's not that humid just yet. Welcome in East Coast, East Coast garlic toast. I almost read that as East Coast girly for some reason. And then I saw like, oh wait, it's garlic toast. Garlic toast be damn good though. Not in Korea though, like, oh my goodness, you would probably cry if you tried, I don't know, unless you like your garlic toast with a shit ton of sugar. Like, it's crazy. I remember the first time I moved here, and my husband used to work for a Hagwon. Those are like little after-school academies. So if you like basically just work after public school time hours, basically that's like what you're a teacher for. Like you teach English or something or math. And he worked there, and the owner there, she gifted me like this thing of like cheesy garlic bread, and I was like, oh yeah, this looks so good. That damn was sweet enough to give me diabetes. It had sugar sprinkled on top too, like actual granulated sugar, but I didn't see it because they torch it, so it like caramelizes. I thought that was just part of the cheese, because you know like how, you know, mozzarella cheese gets like that, those little brown spots when you roast it. I'm like, yeah, they put, I don't know why, like their bread is really sweet here. Like, you know, like it's like a joke like Italians make that like American pizza is really sweet, and I'm like, come to Korea. Come to Korea. The pizza will give you diabetes here. It's that sweet. They love putting their sugar. They love putting their sugar in their pizza. Though it's still not so bad. Like they can still make it taste good over here. But yeah, there have been some brands of pizza that just put way too much sugar, unfortunately for me. But we found a couple brands that like don't really. Oh dear, you are Italian? Oh goodness. Did they get the baguette bonk? I know, you probably would cry if you tried the garlic bread here. It's really hard for me to find garlic bread that's not sweet, unfortunately. It pisses me off. So it's like I'm basically gotta just make it at home. I can't trust any bakery and stuff. Like, I just can't. Like, some of the sweet baked goods here are really good. So if you want like some sweet baked goods, you know, it's really nice. But if you want savory, you're kind of shit out of luck here. I have a theory, is because like Korea, like I feel like sugar is still new-ish to Korea compared to like, you know, a lot of European countries. They've had sugar for a long time, for like centuries, I guess. But like Korea, the introduction to sugar is still very new-ish. So they're like still crazy over it. I think that's what it is. They're just like putting it in everything. And unfortunately, a lot of elderly people, it's so weird too, because they don't look like they would, because they're not heavily overweight, but like type 2 diabetes, they're getting type 2 diabetes like really quickly. And someone theorizes because like we've evolved to handle sugar a little bit more than they have, so they're like still at the beginning, like trying to get used to sugar. And the problem is they're eating too much sugar at once, right? Because like compared to back in the old days, we didn't use that much sugar in our production. Like nowadays, companies put so much sugar and salt into our products that it's just like, at least we've somewhat evolved a teensy bit to be able to handle that, but they haven't yet. Like that's a theory. I don't know how true that is, but it kind of makes sense, because like, yeah, they're still kind of newish to sugar. Right, I don't do all too sweet, I'm all savory. Oh, really? You've actually heard something about this? I think yeah, it makes sense because a lot of Asian countries usually didn't use it like back and then like if you eat their very, very actual traditional cooking, because like Chinese takeout is like in America is like not at all like traditional Chinese cooking, right? Actual Chinese cooking is very like very savory and like maybe a little bit bitter and spicy. You're not gonna get a lot of stuff. Best coffee ever. Yeah, we still got some iced coffee here. It's getting a little bit diluted though from the ice because it's so hot as crap. It's like 31 Celsius here. I think I did 6. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, that matches out. We're trying to design again a tiki bar. So we made this last summer. The little thing's a bit broken. I gotta glue it back, unfortunately, because I just kind of made this quickly. And I only like wrote down how to make the box. I didn't really write anything else. I just kind of started freehanding it after that. I'm very bad with that. I'll start crocheting something and I'll try to diligently like write down what I do. And then like halfway there, I'm like, frick it. I'm just like start freehanding because it's so much quicker to just like crochet what my thoughts are saying. Like, oh, do this and this and this, but I don't write it down and it's like hard to recreate the same exact thing. So this time I'm trying to be a bit more diligent and actually write it down. Plus we're trying to change it. We're trying to make it a little bit longer because it was a little bit short. So I want to make the panel just a bit longer. Ooh, oh, that's right. It's y'all's morning over there, isn't it? Right, because it's like only 6:15 p.m. over here. Yeah, we get a lot of people over in Europe, especially like Italy, France, the UK. It's like y'all's morning over there. So we get a lot of people in here drinking their coffee, eating their breakfast, or if you're in the UK, like having your morning tea. Okay, if I'm correct, this should also be 13. So let me make sure. We're at 6, 7. All right, it was 13. Good. Let's see. Oh. Oh, so it's like, okay, it's like super, because I know it's also like super early morning, but also for the US thing. Oh, I'm guessing you're East Coast, right? I mean, Doug, it's like you said East Coast garlic bread.
Ta-da!
Oh, smells good. There, Mr. Coffee made some Korean bulgogi. Oh, and you got some kimbap too. Oh, this looks so good and so oniony. That's the one thing I do actually like Koreans making sweet, because bulgogi is like a sweet savory, because it's like their barbecue kinda. Like, yep, yes sir. That's pretty good.
Oh, they look.
Mr. Coffee wants to know how you guys think this looks. Does it look delicious?
I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Let's see, how far are we in? I'll probably have only 30 more minutes left to stream. Oh, because Mr. Cub's gonna need the computer in a bit. This is really good though. It missed me with the sweet, but it looks really good. To be fair, it's not too sweet. I don't know if you've ever had like barbecue. It's kind of like that. Actually, I will say the Korean barbecue is a little bit less sweet than American barbecue, because American barbecue is really sweet, like the sauce. And usually, like traditional bulgogi, it's not even sweetened with sugar. It's sweetened with an Asian pear, if you've ever had one of those. Those, honestly, like I've had bulgogi recipes where they just use regular sugar instead of the pear, because to be fair, those pears are quite expensive. But the ones with the pear always taste so much better. They're not too overly sweet. It's just like a hint of like some natural sweetness, and something about the pear taste really goes well with soy sauce and garlic and onion. And it's just like it's like the like flavor profiles are just like a match made in heaven. You can think it's like a lightly sweet barbecue. Like I would like compare it to American barbecue. Kind of can almost be as sweet as candy sometimes, in my opinion. Oh, hey, that's my name! Yeah, my name just happens to be Virginia. Though I'm not from there. I'm from, I got family in Virginia, though. But, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, so I'm used to Memphis barbecue. I feel like Memphis barbecue is more on the tangy side, I feel like. Like, it's sweet, but, like, got a bit more tanginess to it that I really, really like. But, to be fair, Texan barbecue is really good. I think it was, like, was it Austin, Texas, I think? I forgot what city was really well known for their barbecue in Texas, because Texas is huge as crap. Oh shoot, you guys are in ads? Okie dokie. Then I'll munch on my bulgogi actually while you guys are in ad purgatory. Oh, I realized I actually should not have finished that off. Okay. I actually do my color change right here. I'm gonna do one more round in this color because I'm trying to get like this like little thing going, but I feel like it'll be much easier if I go ahead and crochet an edge in this color, so I won't have to like embroider as much as I did, because I remember this took me forever. So if the color is already there, I don't have to like embroider it that much just to get the like look of like that kind of more rounded edge. Get this on there. Come on, get back on there.
Coffee.
Hmm.
I put rest in the fridge, so we can eat tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, when it's over there, it's fine. When you have it, but if I always have it blow on me, like if I have it close here, it's too loud for the mic, unfortunately. That's why you'd ever see me turn it on. Oh, is it?
What?
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, did I choose wrong setting?
You put heater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought Nanbang was the...
Nangbang.
Oh. Oh. Darn Korean. I thought Nanbang was the freezing. Oh. Why they have to have such similar words?
Because Bang is baking the room, and Nang is cold, Nan is warm. You put warm? My electric bill! Ah!
My bad.
You're super bad.
I actually didn't even know that could do heating.
Are they all lurker?
Oh, maybe. We just had ads come through, so some people might still be stuck in ads. Yeah, the ads play like 3 minutes now, not just like 1 minute ad. Yeah, it was either like you could play more frequent, shorter ads, or play like only once an hour you can play like 3 minutes. But I hate like shorter, frequent ads though, because like they get kind of judging.
How's the people?
맛있다. I was gonna finish up once I finish this panel right here. I didn't know that. Like, what AC has a heater mode too? I don't know. Do a lot of American ACs act that way too?
No.
Oh, it's just that's just Korean ACs. Yeah, I thought because we have also the separate floor heating thing, so I thought that's what you have to turn on if you want to heat the home. I didn't know the AC could heat.
We only use for heating floor with the boiler, right?
Yeah.
This is more like summer. Turn heater. I mean monsoon.
Oh.
Then humid goes away.
Oh, really?
Really short time, like
Oh.
like 10 minutes. Better than boiler, cheaper.
Ah, so some people turn off for a bit, get rid of the humidity, then turn
AC.
yeah. I haven't tried. So wait, is it cheaper than Chesup though? Because I thought that's what Chesup was, getting rid of the humidity. That's more condensing it.
It's a bit cheaper.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Then Nambang is more, you wanna get warm faster with boiler together.
Ah. Oh, so you like use together. Oh, because this is using more electricity, right? And boiler is using more of the gas. Oh, Beck! Yeah, me and Mr. Coffee, we're just eating our dinner, having some bulgogi. Let's see, I probably got like a little time left. I just want to mostly finish this panel before I hop off today.
Manners, man. You should not talk
Hope I'm
while
saying it
you're
right.
eating.
Bustelo?
You should not talk while you're eating.
True, but it's hard when you're a streamer.
You will become like that. What? Who's the gay fat boy? Who was really skinny, cute boy, became super big, chubby boy.
Wait, who?
The weird YouTuber.
Oh, shoot, what's his name? Nico Avocado?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You will become like him, so perfect. I don't want you to die. I didn't put your life insurance, so don't die yet.
Okay. Plus I had to go show you to East Coast Cementos, but she was dead asleep. Oh no, I'm guessing yeah, it's like 5 in the morning. I guess it's like 5:30 for you now. But ooh, I think I've had Bustelo coffee. I hope I'm saying it right. Granted, I think I only had like the instant version. And I've never had, at least I think I had an instant version, maybe not. I might be getting that mixed up with a different coffee brand. But yeah, back in San Francisco, I would get like instant coffee. Didn't really have time to use a maker in the morning. Oh, really? Aw. Well, typically I'm on, the only problem is usually when I'm on, probably, you guys will probably both be dead asleep. Because normally when I start, it's usually very, like usually like 2 p.m. my time, so it probably might be like 1 in the morning for you, 1 or 2 a.m. Let's see, so far this is turning out really nice though. And I'm probably gonna also embroider on the panels before I sew them, because like these little lines right here, that's Sharpie. I just couldn't be bothered to embroider, but I will be proper and actually embroider the lines on instead of using some Sharpie. To be fair, this was just made for me back then, so it's like I just kind of skipped some. I always like skip over some steps. But, you know, embroidering like a nice straight line, especially if chain stitch, could be like quite long. It can be quite time consuming. Oh, I keep Black Hour, she's more normal. Honestly, I wish I could be a morning bird though, because then I can like watch the sunrise. Especially here, at 5:30 in the morning, it's bright as heck. It's crazy. It looks like 7:30 over in the States. That's how bright it is. Because I've never seen it this bright before, even in America. Like, even at 6:30, it's still kind of like a little bit dark outside. But it doesn't get, like, the sun's not out as late, unfortunately, like it is in the States. Like, it'll be, like, dark at 9, I think, in the States. But here, it's like, as soon as it's 8, it's dark. So it's, like, kind of a trade-off. You get, like, more sunlight in the morning versus nighttime. Oh, what? Oh, she hates mornings, but watching the sunrise right now, it just went from straight black to the first of color. Yeah, like here by 4:30, you get like that kind of like blue hue where you can like see things. Like it's not too dark where you can't see stuff, but it's got like that kind of blueness everywhere. That's like 4:30 here, and then about 5 it starts peeking a little bit of light, and then 5:30 it's like bright as heck. Well, we got one of our panels done. I gotta make, I think, like 4 more of these for the top, back. This is like the front, back, top, and bottom are all basically the same, gonna be the same. Unless I decided maybe I might change the size to be a little bit thinner, maybe. 'Cause yeah, that would take a while. Like this would be quite big. Then I could like fit more on it though if it's like the top part's wider. So I don't know, we'll see. but you can see it's like a little bit longer than the original one. So I have like more room for like more drinks, and hopefully I can get the drinks down a little bit smaller. Hmm? Oh, you got a mosquito bite? Oh. Also, just how fine your work is. My fat shaky fingers couldn't dream of stitching fine. Like I got short stubby fingers. Like I don't got the thinnest of fingers. The nails make them look a little bit nicer. That's why I do my nails a little bit on the short side, or like almond tip, I should say. Because the longer the nail, the leaner my fingers look. But I have short stubby fingers though. You gotta be fair. It does like take some time to, because it was like really the key is you gotta like start big and then gradually go smaller, because I tried jumping in straight to the tiny stuff a while back, like back in 2014 when I attempted to do micro crochet, failed miserably, gave it up, and then gave it another attempt in 2015 when I discovered sport weight yarn, which is just a tad thinner than worsted weight. And then from there I worked down to fingering weight, and then I started splitting my own yarn, because this is actually just like worsted weight right here. I just use a single strand of it. Not all yarns split, but this brand splits wonderfully though, thankfully. I got the big old dude hands. Actually though, you might be better suited off to like doing the big crochet. Like there's also an opposite like spectrum of like jumbo crochet. My poor hands, like more my wrists get really tired really quickly. And when I try to do anything bigger than tiny, the tiny crochet actually saved my wrists, because like anything bigger kept giving me carpal tunnel. But like look up, let me see if I can find the picture of that giant crochet dino. It's so cute. It was like a girl on TikTok did a like crocheted one. It was so big. I'm not seeing. Oh, here she is. Yeah, like you could do this kind of stuff. Make like jumbo size things. I can work with the bigger hook and the thicker yarn, but like the only problem is this probably is very expensive. Like the amount of blanket yarn you need, the amount of stuffing. My goodness. Yeah, doing the enemies with blanket yarn. Like I kind of want to do that myself, but even my hands start getting kind of like tired after a bit. Oh, that'd be so cute, like a huge shrimp that big. That would be really cute. Like one day I want to make me some fruit-shaped pillows.
Kung Man announced he's gonna quit.
He quit yet though? Or is he one of those people who say, I'm gonna quit, and then he never quit?
End of July.
End of July.
No, because the newbie programmer is not that.
He's gotta train him first.
Yeah. 사장님 said, stay one more month.
Everyone's probably like, yeah, one of Mr. Coffee's co-workers nobody likes because he is a butthead, and he's finally gonna quit.
He's not butthead. He's like
more. It's different kind of like not asshole, but inconsiderate. Like
is socially uneducated.
Yeah, he's like, there's a word for it though. It's like, yeah, that's what they call inconsiderate. So it's like he's not actively trying to be a butthole, but he doesn't like think of anybody else. So he's like taking things and not putting it.
Different with selfish.
Yeah, like
more like
you're not.
I know this person is not.
Yeah, not selfish, but their actions kind of make them seem selfish.
So that make people. How should I?
Not to mention, this boy don't know personal boundaries. Like he broke your flip flops when y'all's like trip to Hawaii, the business trip there. Yeah, Mr. Coffee had to buy some slides over there because like his flip flops he brought, the guy kept walking too close to him, to where he kept like, you know when someone walks so close behind you, they keep stepping on the heel of your shoe. Like how annoying that is. That guy kept doing that to his flip flops, and they eventually broke. And then when they left, I think they had just arrived back in Korea. For some reason, he grabbed Mr. Coffee's small carry-on luggage of his own, and he broke the handle. It's like, bro, stop touching other people's things. You got a curse on you or something. Oh, last year for Christmas, I made shrimps and little fishes for all the family cats. Took the stuffing. Ooh, and mixed catnip and silver vine and all of it. Ooh, which kind is that one?
this place, they turned down the tonkatsu kimbap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh. This is one spicy tuna.
squid.
Oh. Well, I probably shouldn't touch anything afterward. Mr. Coffee is traveling with Mr. Destructo.
Huh, it's not Destructo, it's over Destructo. Destructo is cute name for him.
Mr. Coffee said he's over destructed. He's more than.
His disaster.
He's Mr. Disaster. But let us see who is on.
Master of Disaster's father. This guy.
Mr. Destructo plus Master of Disaster.
But this guy is father of that.
Oh, even worse than that? Let's see. Oh, Heavenless is on. I think we should go raid Heaven's last. He's not crocheting right now, but he is another fellow crocheter. But right now he's doing some Project Zomboid. Usually a lot of his streams are quite hybrid. I think like he'll start the stream crocheting.
Plays a lot of Project Zomboid. You crochet people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but no, he's the only one I know that crochets. Pistol Shrimp doesn't crochet.
Well,
Yeah, Pistol Shrimp is just gamer. No, I found Pistol Shrimp because of other cutesy girl. She rated somebody else. I met Nez9, and Nez9 rated Pistol Shrimp, and that's how I met Pistol Shrimp. Plus also I think what's his name?
I got you.
Somebody else, like, it's kind of funny. Oh, you love some Project Zomboid? Then heck yeah, let's go.
East
I
Coast
wonder if
garlic
Pistol Shrimp
toast.
is doing.
East Coast garlic toast. East Coast people so mean. My coworker almost got arrested.
Wait, really?
Not arrested, what should I say? Getting impounded in that TSA room.
Oh shit. What?
Because she wasn't good at speaking English.
Oh, I hate
So
it.
she tried to pull the phone out, and all of a sudden that bitch is like, stop the moving.
Oh. That's right, she was trying to pull up the translator, I guess, right? Like,
Yeah,
Google.
she
Oh, oh, that sucks. Like, you're just trying to pull a translator to get your point across, and they think you're about to do something dangerous.
Yeah. But the person behind of her, he helped her. He was yelling, "She just don't speak English."
Don't they have people at the airport who can, isn't that why they hire a lot of multilingual people?
You gotta request it first.
Oh, thanks for stream, but what a cool way to start my day. Coffee's amazing, by the way. Ooh, that sounds good. I know, I probably need to get some cold brew started for tomorrow. That's like my new way of making coffee now. I have like an espresso machine, but I need to clean it. I haven't cleaned that thing in a long time. And actually cold brew, like you get more caffeine, it's just, and you just need a French press. It's so much easier. Let's see, we got nothing but love. What do you mean? We're known for our hospitality. Unless you're the lower class and they're just grumpy. To be fair, he went to Boston. It was Boston, right? Oh. But yeah, like Mr. Coffee, there's a lot of... Is it MRS? What's the conference that's usually in Boston?
Material Research Society.
Oh, so MRS. Is that what MRS stands for?
And I also found with the...
Yeah, the security guard at one of these conferences. Yeah, there was a security guard at one of these conferences that was like kind of being...
I told you he got fired.
Yeah, like right, he was being like kind of racist toward Mr. Coffee, and he eventually got fired actually. So he was like trying not to let Mr. Coffee back into the conference, even though he had proof he should be there, and he's just being a jackass.
And he didn't know I speak English better than him. So this guy, no, really? I have paper? Come on, and like, no, okay, you're being racist, and this guy.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because I saw white guy got in like 20 seconds before when I got in. Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, why do they have stuff against Asian people? Oh wait, wasn't this like right during the pandemic actually, or
No,
just after?
it was ECS. It was Electrical Chemical Society, and it had the Boston Conference Center, the biggest one. And I had no problem before I went there. And I was like, yo, other guy, yo, what's up? And, oh, Johnny, you came back like that, and change it. And this tall
dude, yeah,
tall dude, and Star kept stopping me all the time.
No, that's what I
go
mean. Like, I
restroom.
think that dude was one of those particular people who started hating on Asian people probably during the pandemic, I bet. Or they never liked him before and used the pandemic as an excuse, because a lot of Asian hate was happening during the pandemic, unfortunately. Like, it was crazy, like, ugh. Yeah, oh, that's true. You have the low-level workers that sucks. Nobody cares for their jobs, but they just want to start drama with people. But that's like a rant for another day. I never understood that, because even when I'm having a bad day, the last thing I want to do is start drama with somebody. I guess it just depends on your personality type.
But I like East
Oh, have a
Coast,
good look, Scuba. Though we're actually about to raid out those
East
Scuba.
Coast professors. East Coast professor.
Or the East Coast professors nice, or are they mean too?
They don't talk much. They buy a lot.
Oh. So they talk with their wallet more?
Yeah.
Sure.
They just tell what they need, and we say, oh, we don't have the product, then here, 20K, make. Okay, thank you.
Dang, so so some of them are actually the reasons why you guys came up with some of the newer NPS models? Oh, that's actually nice, right? And you're like getting some funding straight up just for it. Like, here's 20K, make this item for me. I just hope they don't have unrealistic expectations, though. Because that would kind of suck. When then you're like frantically trying to figure out how to make this like product that doesn't exist yet. But yeah, Scuba, we're just trying to make the this again, but I'm trying to make it a bit bigger because this was a little on the small side. I want to make it a bit like longer. But we are gonna end a little bit today because it's kind of late. Really? Old farm money? I guess that would make sense. I didn't know they had a lot of farming up there. I think when I think farming, I think I always think of the Midwest. I think, and not really like East Coast.
Midwest.
Or are they people who moved from the Midwest to the East Coast with all that farming money? I don't know.
California is the best too.
Alright, let's get this set up. Right, there we go. Let me type in our raid commands for us real quick. So if you are subbed, here is this raid command, and if you don't, if you're not subbed, here's our regular raid command.
You at Boston. Garlic boy.
Oh, but thank you, Garlic Toast. Yeah, everything except for this little house right here is actually crocheted on the desk. Like, we have like our little gals out for the summer, little baby chicks. We even have like a little cowboy one. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Maybe if I hold them down here.
I'm going Washington next week.
But I love doing the tiny stuff. We got our party chick down here. Wait, you going what?
A week from now? 2 weeks from now. Going Washington.
Oh shoot, that right. Oh, I thought it was the week after next week.
Yeah.
Oh, the tobacco! Oh my god, I need to go back to elementary school. Freaking geography, dang it! I totally forgot about that.
So, I know. Even
I remember learning about that as a kid, but it's just exited my brain. Like anything from school. I haven't been to school in like 11 years. Like, I've graduated in 2013. My brain has dumped all the info out. It's about to auto raid me out. Oh, it's such a cute emo, little toast with the heart butter. That's so cute though. But I will be live tomorrow though. But tomorrow will be our Stardew stream, so you'll get to see me do a little bit of gaming. But